Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sheriff Dale Williams, Carroll County Sheriff. As you all know, as the numerous phone calls that I've received, on the 14th of this month, we received a call at 6:30 in the evening of a missing juvenile from the Delroy area. We have searched Monday evening and Tuesday and the rest of the week in Harrison Township, where he was seen last. This morning at approximately 10:15, the body of this juvenile was found buried on a farm in Washington Township. The investigation is ongoing. We will continue this investigation until we are done with it. We are not going to answer any questions at this time, and it's obvious that we are still conducting an investigation to make sure that everyone that is involved is talked to. So, also I'd like to say that I would like for the news media to please respect the family. Don't bother them in this time of sorrow and grief. So we would ask that the news media please give them their privacy. At this time, I'll turn it over to the prosecutor. Thank you for your time.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Steve Barnett, and it's Stevebarnett, and I am the Carroll County Prosecuting Attorney. Let me first begin by saying I join everyone in the community that our thoughts and prayers are with Jonathon's family during this time, more especially given the Holy Weekend that's at hand. Jonathon's discovery is just the first step in gathering evidence to answer many unanswered questions that have led us to this moment. Investigations like this take time, and this case is no exception. I know there are many dedicated law enforcement professionals working hard even as we speak. At this juncture, we are in the early stages of an investigation. The Office of the Prosecutor will not comment or speculate on any evidence or divulge any specifics while the investigation is continuing. Prosecutors have an ethical and professional responsibility in this regard, and our adherence to that rule is paramount as an investigation continues. As that investigation proceeds, we will work with our law enforcement partners to provide any legal advice or any other support in the course of the investigation, and we will not comment on any specifics of the evidence at this juncture and at this time. Any decisions made by our office will be based on evidence that's gathered by investigators at an appropriate time, and like with any case, we will evaluate the evidence in its entirety based on the investigation to determine at an appropriate time whether or not the filing of any criminal charges will be filed and against any individual or individuals based on that evidence. And again, it's premature to comment any further as it relates to those issues at this time also. I have been in contact with our office's Victims Assistance Coordinator, and I've instructed that any services or support that are available be offered to the Minard family as they may wish to avail themselves, whether now or in the future. I want to take a moment to commend Sheriff Williams and his detectives and everyone that's been involved to this point for the hard work that they've done in the investigation thus far. Undoubtedly, more investigative work will be done in the coming days. With that, I turn it over to Dr. Haas.
Hello, my name is Dr. Haas. I'm the Carroll County Coroner. I was at the scene and we removed Jonathon's body, and he has been transported to the Cuyahoga County Coroner's Office for a complete autopsy, including toxicology. I don't anticipate having any more information or results for several weeks, so I won't be releasing any more information to you until that becomes available. I have met with the family, and as you might imagine, this is a unimaginable grief of epic levels that can't be put into words. So they did ask that we respect their privacy. So I would hope that you would respect their privacy and not make contact with the family directly as well. Thank you.
Sheriff, if you could, once again, sort of tell us where he was found, how he was found, in front of the microphones for us.
No, he was found in Washington Township in Carroll County. In a shallow grave. That's all I'm going to comment at this time.
What time?
I'm sorry?
What time?
About 10:15 this morning.
What's the address or what street?
Don't know the address at the present time.
You know, it's-
I don't have it with me, no.
Do you assume at this point that we're dealing with a homicide?
I'm not going to comment on that at this time until the investigation is done.
Any suspects, sir?
No comment on that until we're done.
Well, Sheriff, his 29-year-old friend has been described this week as a person of interest. Does he remain a person of interest?
I would, I'm not going to comment.
That's
I'm
already-
not going to comment on anything to jeopardize this investigation, because we are going to do this from the beginning until the end. So we're not going to go there. We're not going to say anything about this until we are done with the investigation.
I don't mean to disrespect you, sir, but I feel I need to ask this question. You said that you wouldn't comment about this being a homicide, but this is a shallow grave.
I'm not going to mislead the news media and draw conclusions until we're done. That's correct.
Thanks, Sheriff.